What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another fabulous episode of the Center Beacon. This weekend, we discuss the new map known as Castle. Not White Castle, as I was hoping. Some of you might know from the Midwest, up north, as the Southerners say. Yes, White Castle. It's delicious if you've ever had it. There's not going to be any White Castle featured in this video. Sadly, maybe I'll do a contest, give away some sliders. For people down south, you have no idea what I'm talking about unless I say crystals. I think you know what I'm talking about if I say crystals now, because crystals is like the southern version of White Castle. Anyways, let's talk about robots. Here we have my dream hangar. I think I've got 17 Inquisitors stuffed into my hangar here. Got them kitted out, going to go through real quick. This is the new medium prototype weapon known as the Shock Train. Sorry if you were wearing headphones. I know that was rough on your ears. Please always turn my videos down because I can blow out your eardrums with my melodious, beautiful voice. So they've written a little story here about the Inquisitor. I'm not going to read it because I can't read. So if you guys can read, go ahead and read that. Talks about the special ability, recommended equipment, and then there's like a little quote. It looks like they're trying to work in a little lore, if that's the right word. And I think it is. Working in a little lore on the weapons, the robots and stuff, which is cool. I'm all for it. I could see it in a comic book one day, maybe. So, Shock Train, medium energy weapon, goes right through energy shields. It's like a chain effect. Now, I'm just previewing it here. I am not going to play it in this video. I'm going to do a little 360 here. Not me, the robot. I am in a swivel chair. I could do a 360 if I want, but I'm not going to right now. Maybe later. Separate video. Look for that later. Anyways, not going to cover this weapon, maybe in a separate video. I think I actually played with this a couple of months ago. They had these things out, and it was something about like lightning hits one guy and it bounces to another guy. Kind of like at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark. I think the lightning shoots out of like the Ark of the Covenant and it melts everybody's faces. That's the same idea here. So if you've seen that, you know what that is here. So I'm not going to cover it in this video. Or will I? We're going to talk about the new castle map, primarily. Just showing you what I loaded out on these. Hard to go wrong. Thunder Terrans, Thunder Orkans, really whatever you want to throw on this thing. The idea is to jump up really high in the air and land on top of somebody's face and just smash them. Just smash them right in their beautiful face. They'll love it, trust me. It's a video game. Everybody loves that. And what we're going to do is we're also going to use the custom match system here, which is going to be great for me, since I always make all these videos that you guys watch. For some reason. I don't know why. But I'm just going to go on this map by myself and give you guys like a little tour. So instead of having to put up with like Pilot XYZ, shoot me in the ass with like, you know, a trebuchet shoots build, I'm just going to go in this thing. It's only going to be me, all by myself. No one else. You know, because no one else really wants to play with me. So I'll just play with my... I'm not going to finish that thought. Some of you might know where I was going with that, but let's not go there. Family channel. So just, I normally edit this stuff out because they do the tutorial even on test server, which I wish they would just kind of do away with. I just wanted you guys to get a sense spatially of where you start and kind of like the left and right limits of the map, what's across the way there. So I went ahead and I left the tutorial up. So now that we're past that, I'm just going to drive around and show you guys what's going on. In retrospect, I could have picked a faster bot. You know, this video probably would have been like a 4-minute video, but I picked like the slowest robot possible. But I love this thing. I mean, look at this model. Like, this thing is gorgeous, man. I would probably trade my truck in real life, and I love my truck. Don't get me started. But I would trade my truck in real life for one of these bad boys. What I'm doing here is I just kind of want to get a sense of, you know, hey, what all can I climb on? You know, I'm like King Kong over here. What can I jump up on top of? That was special effects with my voice. That wasn't software. That was me. I really like that, by the way. They added in this new, like, awesome landing, like, sound effect screen shake thing that I hope all the robots, you know, that jump, like the Griffin and stuff, are going to have, because it's just pretty cool. Nice little touch there. Just peeping here, just trying to see what can I get on top of, you know, where can I jump to. This is like a big like a keep, like a castle keep. You're getting the whole castle motif here pretty well, I think. It looks like it's roughly mirrored, and it's separated by a giant chasm. If you guys have ever played like paintball or something, you will see like, you know, villages or like a little castle thing. That's I meant to edit that out. Note to self, take out that failed jump before posting video. Anyways, they make like these little villages, and there's like, you know, one team starts on one side, one team starts on the other side. There's a lot of sniping going on. You know, you can see this map lends itself really well to sniping in the beginning. And the idea is somebody's going to have to cross that chasm there. I think there's like 2 or 3 bridges, and there's a couple spots where you can damn near jump the thing if you've got a robot, you know, that has those kind of ups. And let me tell you, the Inquisitor has ups big time. So he can dunk a basketball. I'm just saying. I'm going to jump over on this thing. Obviously, I mean, you guys are smart, you know, there's no skins on this thing yet. This is like first look. This thing just hit, I think, today. And this is just kind of like a first look. There's no textures, no skins. But I actually really like this. I think this is going to be really kind of cool. The last several maps that we've been given have been, you know, kind of catering to the melee crowd, you know, the knife fighter crowd, which is cool. You know, Power Plant a while back. We just got Valley recently. So I think it's kind of cool that they're doing a map that you can certainly have close quarters battle, but you're really going to see some snipers on this thing. You're going to see all that stuff that, you know, you love to hate, like Zeniths and Noricums. There's going to be Trebs all over this thing. I think the Tempest would be a great weapon for this, given kind of just, you know, eyeballing the distances here. That 800-meter Tempest is going to be wicked for this. So here's the other side of the map. It's, you know, pretty similar to like where I started from. So just kind of peeping around. But once they skin this thing, I think it's going to be really cool. You know, you get a skybox in there. Kind of like Moon Map. Moon Map, when they first dropped it, I was kind of like, you know, what is the big deal here? But the skins and the skybox, like, just really make that map. And I'm saying skybox. I think I'm inventing that, or I'm thinking about, like, season tickets to, like, you know, the football game or something. But you know what I mean. Like, the thing that sits on top of the map that represents the sky, you know. It's kind of like usually like a bowl or something that sits up there. Don't mind me just grabbing a quick selfie there. No big deal. You know, when you get, you know, on some fabulous, you arrive at some fabulous location like this, you're bound to take selfies. Like, you know, if you were in front of the Colosseum, you know, in Rome, you would take a selfie for sure. So I'm just doing that here. I like it. I think it's going to offer a nice mix of sniping, you know, long to intermediate range. And then at some point, in order to win the damn thing, at least in domination, you're going to have to cross this trench. You know, you're going to have to get across this sucker. Kind of using this weird, like, natural bridge thing. I'm not sure what this is going to end up being, you know? It kind of looks like a sandworm or something. Kind of like crawled across this thing and just kind of froze in place or something. I mean, maybe once it's textured, it'll look like, I'm not sure what. It would be weird for like a natural rock formation to be shaped like that, I guess. You know, I did just visit, I think it's like Bryce, like, National Park or something in Utah. And they have stuff that looks like this, so maybe that's where they're going with this. But anyways, it's kind of like a naturally occurring bridge. I think it forms like the third bridge. Clearly, you can get up on this thing. It wasn't too hard to do, unlike some of the other stuff in the game that, like, you can climb, but only if it's, like, your birthday. And, you know, you've got winning lottery ticket numbers or something. Because some of that stuff in the game that people climb, I can't do it in a normal match. It's kind of like the difference between, like, you know, trying to dunk a basketball, you know, when you're just shooting around versus, like, in a game. It's 20 times harder to do in a game. Unless you're 7 feet tall, you know. Or 70 feet tall like this thing. So we're gonna go in the castle here. I'm on the other side of the map now, going up in the little entrance here. You see this? We've got a beacon off to the left here. That's about the size of this thing, man. So that's one side to the other, and I really think that this thing is going to be fun. So let's go ahead and put that theory to the test and try it out with some hombres here. Or is it hombre? I can never remember. Hombre is like I think I'm hungry, which I normally am. And hombre is like my buddies. These guys aren't my buddies, though. I don't know any of these guys, so I don't vouch for them. So, once again, you know, you can instantly see, you know, I kind of feel like I'm living in a sniper's paradise here. You know, automatically geckos all over the place. You know, I've got the Zeus and I've got the experimental weapons on here. I forgot. I thought I wasn't going to cover those. Whoa, this guy. He's like, whoa, I'm dying. He's all the way down at the bottom of that thing, I think. I was kind of waiting for him to see if he would die or what. I think he did. Oh, yeah. He's dead. Anyway. You know, and then I loaded up some Punishers here. Not terribly effective, right at their, you know, max range, but kind of pissing that guy off a little bit, so that's good. But, yeah, those experimental weapons, the clip was brief, which I guess is why I didn't remember that I even had them on there. They were only on there for a second in the video. They did not appear to be terribly effective. So we'll see, you know, the future development of that particular weapon, but I wasn't super crazy about it. They kind of like, you know, they spark. It's kind of like, you know, like 4th of July. You know, it's the difference between, like, you get, like, Roman candles and mortars, and then somebody standing there with, like, a sparkler. You know, you're going to have inadequacy issues there. Okay, so right here is kind of what this thing does. Of course, I jump in on like the one thing that's kind of, you know, can jack me up here. He's just going to wait for my stealth to break. You know, damn, it feels good to be a gangster here. Look at this. Chewing this guy up. Now, I'm getting a little help from my buddy over there with the Hydras, which, like, I didn't think that would ever happen. But people kind of keep giving me a hard time over the Hydras because I've talked about those before. But I'm telling you, those damn things work. And, you know, if a guy's team is really moving out and doing what they're supposed to be doing, those Hydras will beat you over the head like a sledgehammer until, not until you die, but until you actually want to kill yourself. That's how annoying those things are. So if they're annoying, they must work. But I refuse to run them, so that's, you know, there's that. This is another great setup here. Terrans, Thunder, can't go wrong. Shooting that guy. There's a Rhino over there. I'm not sure what he's doing, like RDB or something like that. I'm trying to get closer, but I think if I get any closer, I'll fall off to my death like that one guy. And you don't want to make a video like that where you fall off into a chasm and you're supposed to be like, you know, somebody who kind of knows what they're doing. Anyways, that's it for me, and that's it for this video. I really appreciate you guys watching. And as always, I will see you next time at the Center Beacon.